I was, it's okay. I'm loud, doesn't matter. I'm so loud કે મારી પાસે legal department બેસે છે. They have given me like 5 or 6 warnings that I should go into a room and talk. મારા આખા ફ્લોરમાં ખબર પડી જાય કે ભાવેશ આવી રહ્યો છે. Yeah. Jigna tells me કે ભાવેશ, if I go in store with you, I don't have to worry. I just have to listen કે ભાવેશ ક્યાં છે. ખબર પડી જાય કે આ આઇલમાં બેસે ભાવેશ. Uh, I was thinking about Dinkra uncle. One thing I can say that Dinkra uncle has been there for us from the very beginning. I think આપણે કોઈ પણ વિચારીએ તો everybody probably has their own stories, and everybody can say કે at least જ્યારથી એમના સંપર્કમાં આવ્યા છે આપણે, he's been there for you day and night. I'll just go back to my times when I came to US. He was there. એવું સ્વામિનારાયણમાં પણ એટલી નિષ્ઠા નહોતી. Just new from India. But as a guidance તરીકે I had asked him. My first job was Motabay got me a job in Dunkin' Donuts. I went first day and I was new from India. So then they made me make that meat tunani sandwich. And I was not feeling well. I mean, I'm like, first time, પણ આપણે didn't know American customs or anything. સાંજના આવ્યો, દિંગા અંકલ સાથે વાત કરી. દિંગા અંકલ, this is what it's doing. And I, બેટા આપણે નથી જવું ને કાલથી. So I quit the first day. That was my first job. I quit the first day. But I guess one thing to point out is that Dingar uncle is very strong principles. And he's sincere. He will, and I think Jason said it last year too, that when he believes in something, it's very consistent. કોઈ પણ જે એમના જે beliefs છે, they are very, very consistent, and you will see in all aspects of his life. એમની જે principles છે કે આપણે મીટને અડવું જ નથી, આપણે એની યાર કંઈક કરવું જ નથી. So he will not even kind of buy stocks of those companies. He will follow it to the ultimate, and that consistency is something as a quality. If you are thinking that life માં જે consistency હોવી જોઈએ, so that's one really good quality of Dinkar uncle. He is very consistent in whatever he does. His belief towards Kakaji, consistency કે જે ultimate છે, પછી કોઈ પણ કાંઈ પણ થાય, the you can change the rules of the world, but that belief doesn't go away. And that consistency. Coming back, I was just thinking of, I was coming and I was telling Richa Rishi, I'm selling my car, Avalon. It's been 19 years. So first the thought in my mind, okay, Dinkar uncle my साथ car लेवा आया था. He bought us the car. he actually not bought, but he came, he did the negotiations, and he got the car. So I remember it was our car, then Pankaj uncle ni Toyota, and I think Parimal ni Pantran car. He had sat there for almost 5 hours that day at Avalon, Toyota Avalon at Waukegan. So I was just thinking કે small things like this where આપણે હવે તો કે ઓશાળિયા નો કરવા જે મોટા પુરુષને, but he's done it. He's gone through that level to help us out. Since Richa was born, he came in, and Richa was born on 7th. So Dinkar uncle said, he kind of call it a krupa, call it his idea, call it his strategy. He said कि बेटा 7th Richa આવી છે, so every 7th will come at your home now for dinner. And he started that. Now, at that time, I didn't realize that, of course, I was a Dinkar uncle, but it was more of a technique, and I would say to bring divinity into my house. Because since that was the first time he said that, ત્યારથી પછી ભાઈઓનું આવવાનું થયું, and then it became a weekly thing, and then became twice a week thing. But if I look back at those 15 years of my life, that divinity was brought into my house, and it was started, the seed કે જે બીજ નાખે અંદર, that was Dinkar uncle. He started that, and it's સામેથી. It was not like કે આપણે કે Dinkar uncle આવો, but he સામેથી એમને એવું એક step નાખ્યું. પછી ઋષિ આવ્યો. There was issues in our house with our parents, and that's when Rishi was born. And Dinkar uncle kind of, I think divinity, call it whatever, coincidence, but things really worked out since then. I'll just fast forward, I mean, over the years, everything, lot of decisions in life, he's been there, he's guided us. So I feel ke we ઘણી વાર we say કે કે having someone in your life, you know, and આપણે ઘણી વાર કે what can we do for others. If you just look from that aspect, not, and I know Pradbhai, you were talking about spirituality, but just as even a general, how much can you do for others, right? So I think Dinkar uncle has proven by his day-to-day life how much he does for everybody, right? I mean, people, I won't go through all the examples of people calling him every day, night, Sawar Sanj, Emna job per, out of the maybe 8 to 10 hours, 6 hours, he's on calls with everybody, right? It's just going that step to do, okay, what can I do to make Kakaji happy? What can I do to make Bhaktos happy? So again, I was thinking of next year's motto. Okay, what should be the motto? A lot of discussions that you Pintu by and we were all discussing. Sapan was also saying that ek goal ho jiye. As a, okay, what are we going to give to the people who are coming? But then I was just thinking for myself, okay, what is the goal I want to make? You know. So I was thinking of these qualities and I was thinking, okay, apne khare sincerity, are we doing that? You know, Maitri Bhavno ek Kakaji no ek che message Maitri Bhavno, right? Okay, so I was personally thinking that this is maybe the next 7-8 months to really build on that. You know, I have emphasized, and ઘણી બધી વાર વાત કરી ત્યારે I have emphasized in our satsang this is one quality which can keep us all together. You know, કે સાથે જે આપણે લોકોએ સાથે કરીને ભેગા થઈને કરવું છે તો મૈત્રી ભાવની એક ક્વોલિટી છે. Dinkar uncle has showed that also. You know, he lived his life with Bapu with a big Maitri Bhav. You know, I mean, people can say what, and you can see the clash in personalities, but from his side, absolute Maitri Bhav, Divya, because of Kakaji had told him, you know. So again, learning from him, right? Ke if we are going to apply those principles, and I was telling Pintu Bhai and all, ke kharekar, if we want to talk about Kakaji, if we want to talk about Papaji, we have to samayak bo karya. You know, we have done, and thaya જ કરશે સ્વામીજીનો સામે હતો. This is ongoing, but how are we going to benefit? So we need to take these qualities and learn from it and apply it in our daily life. નહીં તો it's just like a routine, you know, કે ચાલો કર્યું, સામે કરે, બધા આવ્યા, બહુ મજા આવી, 3 દિવસ વિડીયો બનાવ્યો અને પછી I don't think કેટલા જણા વિડીયો જોયા છે પાછા, you know. I don't think I have seen it, you know. It's just a memory. It's a good memory to be etched in your mind, but how did you improve? And these are the opportunities કે પંકજભાઈ કીધું કે our લાઈફમાં opportunities આવે છે. So I think this Samayo is our good opportunity for us to come closer. કે સાથે કરીએ, જે કરીએ સાથે કરીએ, જે કરીએ મૈત્રી ભાવથી કરીએ. You know, Swami, I mean, I was thinking again, what other ઘણું બધી વાતો કરી છે બધાએ, right? પણ ખરેખર, if you see Rajipo, right, of Mota Purush, he has gained it, right? I mean, the Samaj ne je karu hai kare, you know. I mean, if you look at Swamiji's Samaj, Sahib Samaj, all these, but look at the head of the Samaj, right? The respect that Swamiji has for Dinkar uncle, I have not seen that in anybody. You know, for his respect for Dinkar uncle is on a different level, and it's not even ke, you know, he doesn't have to do it. Swamiji ne kone bataવાનું છે, right? But you see every samayama jao, you just look at their interactions. You just see them. You see Swamiji's happiness. You see Swamiji talking about him on the stage. You see him giving, in spite of all the different people, you know, I won't take negative about anybody, but you see so many obstacles in sometimes, and you feel આપણું બુદ્ધિથી વિચારીએ કે આટલું બધું થઈ રહ્યું, but it doesn't matter to Swamiji, because Swamiji in the end, he has given him the full stamp, right? કે Brahmrup, no. You know, I was even thinking of Sahib, you know, he's been very health-wise, things are not good, but he made it a point again to come to Dinkar uncle's birthday. And again, it just shows ke he the life he has lived, right? And what Mota Purush has, you know, we just આપણે તો ખાલી જોવાનું છે, right? કે there have been so many things that have happened in our satsang, and we have to, if we just introspect and we just look at, okay, his life has been the same, you know. His life has been very, very, and again going back to that quality of sincerity, and okay, I'm going to continue doing this. I believe in my principles. I'm going to continue doing seva of everybody, you know. જેટલા અહીંયા 4 જણા આવે કે 40 કે 400, right? He doesn't change, right? And I think I've been reading a lot of books હમણાં, અને just outside of satsang I've been reading I read American Sniper, I read Haim Malalai, and definitely great books to read. For kids also, I would suggest કે at least girls માટે. And the only thing I was taking a reflection from these books કે they are teaching us કે how the world is today. If you really we can close our eyes and sit in satsang and forget about everything, or you can, because we are living in this world, you can see the broader world and what's going on in the world, and then you can compare ke how fortunate we are. Sitting in this environment is awesome, right? કે આપણે fortunate છે, and then you talk about it કે આપણા જેવું તો ભાગ્યશાળી કોઈ જ નથી ને આપણને જ મળ્યા છે ને. But then you see all these, you read these things, you see what's going on in the world, and then you really get that impact and no, that is true. Okay, the way our lives are, the way, and I tell my kids, they are privileged kids to be born in America. I mean, I don't know what else I can even tell. Okay, even Jason and I, we were talking, okay, they don't know. Our kids don't know how privileged they are to be born in America. And then on top of it, having this satsang, so best of two cultures. I mean, they are so fortunate. And then in guidance of Dinkar uncle and Pintu bhai and all, they are growing up. So it's just a good revelation for me, myself personally. Ke when I read all this, it comes down to how fortunate we are. And what, again, I don't want to, I think I spoke a lot, but one thing I want to take away again, let's set a goal. I think we all should. How do we want to please? Because in the end, સમયો કરવો છે તો આપણે દિનકર અંકલને રાજી કરવો છે, અને આપણે બધા જે મોટા પુરુષ આવે, સ્વામીજી આવશે, સાહેબ આવશે, ભરતભાઈ વશીભાઈ આવશે. The only one goal we have, we want to make them happy. That's the only goal. The Samaya is nothing else but making them happy and ourselves gaining and getting to the next level of spirituality. Everybody has a different goal, but we want to get better as a person in our normal life, in spiritual life. We want to be a better person. So let's make a goal. How can we do it together? This is our best. Samaya, like I was જય આપણે જ્યારે આવ્યા હતા બધા હમણાં ઇન્ડિયાથી બધા, સો હિતેનભાઈ એન્ડ જાસ્મીનભાઈ એની યાર વાત કરતા હતા. એ કે આપણે તો એકદમ આપણે બી યારે સુરત ભાવ વધશે ને દેટ્સ વોટ હી વોઝ ટોકિંગ. અને વી સેડ એ તો થવાનું જ છે, એ તો કરવાનું જ છે. એ તો દેટ્સ જસ્ટ બિકોઝ આપણે સાથે ભેગા થશું તો સુરત ભાવથી કામ કરવાના જ છીએ. બટ અવર એટીટ્યુડ ટુવર્ડ્સ ઈચ અધર, અવર થિંકિંગ અબાઉટ ઈચ અધર, જે દિનકર અંકલે આપણે દિવ્ય જુઓ, this is a way to practice. And I think we do it, I don't know how many people do it, even I myself including, but practice beyond outside of satsang, right? We always say, one last thing, દિનકર અંકલ આપણે સત્સંગમાં બધા કે જે પૂજ્ય છે, but somebody said, right, I think Bharatbhai said, or they call him God man at Abbott, right? So he's not different outside of satsang. He's the same. His behavior, his style, it is the same. And that's again going back to consistency. We don't want to be like satsang ma ek રહ્યા ને પછી બહાર જઈને ઘર મેં રામ ગલી મેં શ્યામ, right? We don't want to be that. We want to have that કે સત્સંગમાં શીખ્યા છે. In my job, I am doing very well just because of I am very good at relationship management. I know people. I am, and I think that one thing I definitely attribute to satsang. Whatever I've learned here, I've usually applied in my job. I am very good at talking with people, and no matter what, they will do their work for me. 50 જણનું કામ કરવાનું હોય મારું કામ પતાવી દેશે. But I was thinking why? And it's all about managing relationships. And that's what we have to do. Outside of satsang, in day-to-day life, we have to be those people who reflect. If we are going to Dinkar Uncle satsang, that reflection should come outside. When you see Swamiji's Samaj outside, they have a certain reflection. I mean, you see them behave a certain way, and you can. Sorry, I want to talk 5 more minutes now. Pintu bhai said a very, very good. We went to lunch with him, me, Ketan bhai and all, and he talked about Kakaji. He said a lot of people think કે એક જ રીતે રહેવું જોઈએ, એક જ રીતે બિહેવ કરવું જોઈએ. પણ એ કે કાકાજીની એક યુનિકનેસ જુઓ કે એવરીબડી તમે તમારી રીતે સત્સંગ કરો ને તમને ભ્રમરૂપ બનાવીશ. And then you can see all his chela. You talk about Guruji, you can talk about Dinkar uncle, you can talk about Bapu, you can talk about Bharatbhai, Vashibhai. Everybody is so unique. Their styles are so unique. So Pintu bhai was, and it was an interesting point of view. કે કાકાજી ડીડ નોટ વોન્ટ કે બધા ભાઈ એક ઓલા ફેક્ટરીમાં ચલો એક જ બનાવો 10-50 સેમ બનાવો એવું. નો, હી ડિડન્ટ. એન્ડ યુ વિલ સી દેટ ઇન ડિફરન્ટ સમાજીસ કે એક ટાઈપની પીપલ હેવ ધ સેમ સ્ટાઇલ સેમ, એન્ડ ઇટ્સ આઈ એમ સેઇંગ નોટ સેઇંગ ઇટ્સ રાઇટ ઓર રોંગ, બટ કાકાજી ચોઝ અ વેરી ડિફરન્ટ યુનિક પાથ કે ભાઈ તમને જે ગમે, તમારી જે પ્રવૃત્તિઓ, તમારી જે સ્ટાઇલ હોય, યુઝ દેટ, બટ આઈ વિલ મેક ઇટ ડિવાઇન. And I was actually 25 years of satsang, right? I think we have heard this many times. Maybe it just struck to me that time, the way Pintu Bhai said it. What magnanimity and what, it's absolutely true. You just do an analysis. It's absolutely true. So again, I don't think આપણે બધા એક સરખા થવાના છીએ. I don't think so. But even keeping our individualities, right? Keeping our own crude nature, how can we do things together and how can we please Dinkar uncle? So Dinkar uncle, આપના ચરણમાં પ્રાર્થના છે કે the motivation level goes ups and downs in satsang, I'll be honest, but the nishtha is there, the belief is there and you have been there for me, you have been there for our family, you have been there for our satsang. So we have so much to learn, but again, more than talking and all, કે આપ ખરેખર એક અમારી માટે એવી પ્રાર્થના કરજો કે we can walk the talk. We can walk the talk. We can વાતો તો I'm very good at talking, so I can give another hour of speech. But I really sincerely pray કે I can practice what I am talking and I can continue. I think I was in a when નિર્ભિકના લગ્ન થયા હતા, I was in a very high, I would say satsangની એક high હતી આમ. If you see one of the, if I go back to one of the webcasts from there, I was in absolute high and I've lost it. But I think my intention is still there. I want to get back to that high, but I cannot alone do it. એકલા નહીં થાય મારાથી. We all have to be in that mode કે સાથે એવા એક હાઈમાં જઈએ કે, because honestly I miss it. I miss the feeling. કે શું એમ એક આનંદ હતો કે બધા એટલા આનંદ કરી રહ્યા હતા બધા કે ભાઈઓ અને બધા we did things together and I don't, for a single moment I don't regret it કે આવો એક સમય હતો. I loved that time. I loved it. Somewhere I think, I'm not saying it's lost, maybe it's just my fault the way I see things, but I think we have to get back there, and hopefully આ મહોત્સવ જે છે, it can bring us back to that high કે જેમ આપણે સુરદમ was our peak of our satsang. We did such a great Samayo Suradam. I hope કે આપણે બધા ભેગા થઈને એવું એક this becomes our next super Suradam part 2 kind of, right? કે it just leads us to that high. And again, Dinka uncle, just we pray. Your answer to everything is prayer is the master key. And for me, I don't sincerely pray that much. But I'm a Kathavartha guy. I love to hear Kathavartha. So that's my ang. Again, going back to angs, we all are different. But I want to continue to do seva the way I like it. But again, like Kakaji made everybody divine in their own styles. We pray that you make us all divine with our own unique personalities and our own styles. Sajanand Swami Maharaj Nije.